How's it going? Get started here in just a minute. Oh, running a little bit late tonight. Let's check what we got here. Looks like we'll have a couple spots open in the second one. Make sure I got everybody on that one. Looks like I missed one. We'll have one spot open on the second one. If anybody's interested in that, you can go to Facebook and make a claim there. I'll shut it off when it gets time for that break. Okay. Hope everybody's had a good weekend. Ohio State's on a bye. Makes it a little slow. What can you do? Did anybody see the score in the Notre Dame game? I was wondering if Notre Dame, I forgot to hang my TV today. My son was home and we went out hitting golf balls. I didn't. Oh shit, did I do that twice? I did. Oh, I see, I skipped it. Okay. What's up? Better than being a Utah fan. Yeah. I watched a little bit of that game. Balled up in the corner. Watched a little bit of that one. Thought they had a chance. I really did. I don't like buys in college football. The last 2 weeks, Ohio State's had a bye with their two opponents who honestly didn't stand a chance. Man, you know what? When your team loses, I'm sure there's things that could be worse, but not at that moment. I really thought they had it, Al. I was hoping. I was pulling for them. It's kind of interesting seeing Clemson go down again. I pretty much root against anybody in the treat tickets for all theirs after the game. I root for anybody against Michigan, and I probably never, unless they're playing Michigan, I do not root for the SEC to ever win anything. It happens. They say you can't win them all, but dang, sure be a whole lot funner if you could. Comparable to, man, the Dolphins. What the heck's going on with the Dolphins? I've about got the paperwork done. You know, the last few years, anytime Tua's healthy, they look like a real football team. This year, good grief. I don't think they can do anything right. I do like seeing the Chiefs, though, dropping some games. I know people who root for the Chiefs. That does suck at the end of the game to score that many points. Yeah, we were watching and we thought, man, it's a ball game, and then just boom, bang, pow. It wasn't a ball game anymore. I'll tell you what, um, the maddest that I've been in each of the last 2 years, at least, I can't remember if it's more, but at least the last, no, I think it's 3 years, has been the Saturday after Thanksgiving. Each year I am madder than the year before. Oof. Yeah, my whole season this year, last year, year before, whatever, is all about the Saturday after Thanksgiving. The national title last year was amazing and great, but I can guarantee you that I was not as happy about a national title as I was pissed off about losing to freaking Michigan. They're going to lose to Michigan multiple years in a row. Penn State. Oh, goodness. We can predict their losses pretty easy. If they're playing a top 5 team, they're going to get their ass kicked. I don't know what their deal is. Notre Dame. Good Lord. Notre Dame 0-2, still ranked. How about that? If anybody can make sense of that, I'll probably give away some break credit if anybody could explain to me how Notre Dame goes 0-2 and stays ranked. It's ridiculous. They're not good. Last year they got lucky through the playoffs. I don't know. I may never understand college football rankings. I think it's a load of crap. All right. All right, guys, I just set out the first break, but we'll do the dollar break first. Yeah, Indiana, man, they are. You know, they're clearly a top 4 Big Ten team. If they were in the SEC, they'd be the best far and away. I mean, they're just good. Man, I don't know if Notre Dame can. I don't know. You got. I don't know. I'm a Notre Dame hater. I do not like Notre Dame. Hating the SEC. You know, I don't think that's necessarily just the Big Ten guys. I think everybody hates the SEC. I think you can blame it on ESPN. Their coverage of the SEC just makes a person want to puke. Reminds me of Daddy Ball, like in Little League. Hawkeyes and Huskers. Yeah, I remember when Nebraska was good when I was 12. It's crazy. Last year, I truly thought when Ohio State lost to Michigan, I didn't think they had a chance. Luckily, they draw good enough ratings to make sure they got seated pretty decent. So I think that's what it's all about, drawing ratings. If you can draw ratings, which I guess that would be Utah's problem. They're not like a national powerhouse team and are loved by so many. We'll go 5 to get the ranking multiplier. Ohio State, Notre Dame, Alabama, they all get the benefit of the doubt. I'd admit it. Going 8 times tonight. Like listening to Herb Street. I like listening to Pat McAfee. I loved when he did the playoffs last year. I thought that was excellent. Oh, I forgot. I will read off the names for the dollar break. We got Jesse with 5, Scott 25, Tom 6, Danny 5, Brian 4, Al 15, Ryan 10, Cody 11, Brady 6, Mark 10, Bill 18, Vlad 10, Carlos 10, Brian 4, Mike R 20, Scott Youngson 5, Scorching 20, Bill 12, Travis 7, and Scott 15 more. I don't mind Herb Street, but I definitely like Pat. I think he's funny. All right, guys, tonight for the dollar break, it's 1, 2, 3. Is it only 3 items? I thought it was 4. Hold on, let me see if I forgot something. Oh, the Hunter Green jersey. You got your choice between a Hunter Green jersey, a Micah Parson mini, an RSA mini, and a jersey. I'll be quite honest. You can see the dust on this thing. I found this. I was cleaning and I had it under a bunch of stuff. So I don't know if that's baseball or football, full disclosure. And a Denard Robinson Michigan helmet. That is the choices for the dollar break. I would like to open the RSA stuff if somebody picks that. Oh, Nathan, don't forget about their defense. That sucks too. I think with Cincinnati, it all comes down to drafting. Let's draft projects when we need right now help. I think it's funny. A lot of people are telling me how good Shamar Stewart did his first and second week. He's got 2 notches in the stats. He's got 2 tackles. I don't know. I probably would have went with something different, but hey, I'm sitting in my basement. They're living life rich. So, they know more than I do, but still. All right, guys, 8 times for the dollar break. Good luck. Like I said, I'd like to open the RSA stuff. If the winner isn't present and picks the RSA stuff, I'll either record myself opening it or send you pictures of what it was. But we'll see what it was. There's 5, 6, 7. All right, guys. Winner is Scott Youngson. I think that's Scott's first time in the break. Scott with the win. Win Lindale white jersey. Scott, you got it. I hope you're here. If you're here and you want to make a choice, go ahead and take 8 times. Lindale white jersey. Doesn't matter if it's baseball, basketball, or hockey. It's still Lindale. All right, your choices. Hunter Green autographed jersey. It is Fanatics, and it looks like, I don't know, Major League Baseball authenticated. Micah Parson, Green Bay Mini, the STS. Denard Robinson, Michigan helmet. It is what it is. Both of these, a mystery mini, a mystery jersey, big mystery on the jersey, because I don't see if anybody knows if that's baseball or football. Based on what you see here, let me know. Oh, there it is. It is football. It is a football jersey. My first break ever, I opened 2 RSA jerseys. It was an eBay break. I opened 2 RSA jerseys. They were both USC Lindale, different colors. It was literally Lindale. That's funny. All right, guys. Going to pull randoms for the first break. We had Bill, Kansas City and New England. Oh, let me write down Scott Youngson. I think that's Scott's first time. It wasn't in the corner. It was, I cleaned my basement a little bit, and it was under a whole bunch of stuff from all the way back before I rearranged when I used to sit in my desk at the corner. All right, first up, we had Bill, Kansas City and New England, Cleveland, Seattle. Yeah, it'd be hard to be as bad as they were last year. Zach, Indy, Tennessee. With Burrow out, I don't know what I'd expect him to do. Scott, San Francisco, Dallas. Bill, Detroit, Baltimore. It could be a godsend. I mean, if they would suck this year, get a high pick, and actually take a good defender next year, it could, highly benefit their team. Zach, Denver, Buffalo. I saw somebody predicting they would trade Trey Hendrickson because of Burrow going down. Jesse, Vegas, Carolina. Wentz turns back the clock. David, Arizona, Chicago. I have no clue what's wrong with Trevor Lawrence. That guy should be so good. Scorching, Chargers, Falcons. Al, Packers and Eagles. Giants and Steelers. Al, I don't know if you've posted it yet. I didn't see what your golf score was. I didn't guess, but I was pretty curious. Nathan, Miami, Rams. If you don't announce till later, that's fine. I'll see it when you do. Tyler, Cincy, Minnesota. Vlad, New Orleans, Tampa Bay. Chase Brown. I think Chase Brown's fine. I think he's a middle of the road running back. I don't think he's an all-pro or anything like that. I think he's fine. Dave, Washington and Jacksonville. Jets and Houston. They should have let. I understand wanting to keep T. Higgins, but good grief, man. How can you tie up that much money in 3 players on offense? It was like they were playing Madden and they turned off the salary cap, but forgot to tell anybody. $78. Dang. See, I would do that competition, but then I'd have to tell people what I guess I could lie, but that would ruin the competition because, quite frankly, I suck. And I think y'all just need to take my word for how bad I really am. I don't want to show it. How many pars did you have? On 9 holes? If that was on 9 holes, Al, we should play together. You'd still beat me, but And 8. We got 1155. I don't think that's there. 56, 58, 54. 55 is not there. And 00 is there. 86 and 84. 86 and 84. I had a hiatus. Just forgot to post. I had a hiatus of golfing. I didn't do it. Let's hit it one more time here. 53 is there. No, 63. It's 63. I can't see. Gee, many Christmas. 63. Got a big gap right in the middle box at 70, 68, 66, 65, 60. Okay, no 63. I hadn't golfed for about 10 years, and I recently started again. 81. Damn, my eyes are really bad. That looks like 81. I think 81 is there. But I hadn't golfed for 10 years, and when I went golfing again, I am so bad. It's definitely not like riding a bike. When I was younger, I could shoot high 80s. Like, I think my all-time best was 88 or 89. And now I'm sitting about 106. I think I got a 106. I think that was my best that I've had this year. All right, guys. 00 and 81. We don't have an 1181 anymore, just 81. 3 birdies, 1 double, 7 bogeys, 7 pars. My last outing, I had 4 pars. Nothing better than a par. Couple bogeys, and at one point I just took a 10. I couldn't keep hitting the ball around that hole anymore. I'm guessing you didn't take a 10. All right. Here we go. Box 00 coming at you. New Orleans. You know that. New Orleans coming out first. Neighbors would be a good slump buster. Slump buster, though, makes me think of Mark Grace. Beckett authenticated. Both earpieces. New Orleans in this one. Did they get clean? Vlad. Vlad is a man on fire. All right, Vlad, and we got. There he is. Once again, don't have my list readily available, so I got to scan it. All right, Vlad, let's see who you got here. It's a young guy, I know that. Shahid. That is it. It is Rashid Shaheed. Rashid Shaheed. Nice hit, Vlad. Young man on the Saints. But the Saints are a dumpster fire at quarterback, aren't they? Whew. We'll be drafting another one next year. All right, Vlad first on the board with Rashid Shaheed. Next up, box 81. Good luck. Yeah, I don't know what the Saints were thinking. Taking Tyler's show. He's still like, what is he? He's like Lamar Jackson's age? Good grief. All right, next up. It's an Eclipse. Atlanta Eclipse. Atlanta Scorching Sports Cards. Scorching Sports Cards with the Atlanta Eclipse. For some reason, I'm keeping these bags with the helmets because for some reason, everybody who sends me helmets when I buy them now keeps the freaking bags. Half of them are coming in without bags. I don't know what I'm going to do. This one, JSA authenticated both earpieces. Red ink on the Eclipse. That is going to be Jamal Anderson. Nice hit. I believe that's Jamal. The Dirty Bird. Nice hit, Ray. Scorching Sports Cards and Vlad. All right, guys. Second up, another 2-boxer. Let me check and see if that sucker got filled on Facebook. Refresh. Comments. Elliot asked if I was at the Bad Bunny concert. Didn't fall asleep. I was doing some paperwork. All right, let me turn commenting off on this one. All right, guys, we're going to have one spot open in this one. Yeah, Johnny Five, you are dead nuts on that. I got one the other day in a big ass box that it was just a helmet rolling around in there. It was fine. I'll give him credit there. I bought an Indomitian Sioux. It was the first Sioux that this has been a year ago that I'd ever seen. I was so excited about it. I got it in. The jerk off sent it in just a box. When it got to me, the signature was screwed. I messaged him, telling him I want a refund. He asked me if he could just give me some money back and I keep the helmet. And I thought, what can you do with that? Yeah, just bubble wrap the thing or just keep it in the bag that I know you got it in. That's not so hard. What can you do? All right, those are it really is. I've sent one. I sent a helmet to Bill one time, and yeah, you got it right. I think it was a Joe Namath, and I packed that thing. I thought it would be perfect. It was in a bag, all kinds but somehow that signature got messed up. I mean, I took care with it, and it was screwed up. And it was like, I see some of these idiots sending it like it's freaking nothing, and it makes. Oh, did I miss someone? I missed one. Bill claimed New England, and I didn't get it. Yes, he did. After Green Bay, he claimed New England, and I didn't get it. Bill, I'm going to put you at the bottom. Makes my paperwork easy, if that's okay. That is closed. Thank you, Nathan. Honestly, I was out looking for golf balls in the woods by my house when I was doing this. That's why I didn't put them in so quick. Every Saturday, I have to go walk the woods to find golf balls, and I'll be quite honest, it takes a pretty crappy shot to put it in the woods. I find more balls in that woods after 1 week of hitting than Al has strokes in a round. Staubach. I haven't had Staubach in a while. All right, guys, let's get some randoms for this one. This one's scorching. You had Kansas City and Detroit, Seattle and Tampa Bay. I had some pretty killer stuff coming in today. We don't have all the boxes filled. For some reason, everything that I had got to Cincinnati yesterday. When it gets to Cincinnati, I receive it the next day. For some reason, it went from Cincinnati to freaking Kentucky. It didn't come to my town. Dave, Arizona, San Fran, and Washington. Tennessee, Houston, and Baltimore. I'm kind of afraid it's going to end up in Puerto Rico before it gets to me. I like that Palomalu I sent to Al one time. Nathan, Vegas, Chicago. Elliot, Chargers, Jags. Zach, Indy and Denver. Carolina and the Rams. Bill, Green Bay, Cleveland. Al, Philly and Dallas. Jets and Giants. There is still that Bill Parcells is still in the Giants. I figured somebody would want that one. Brian, Atlanta, Buffalo. Vlad, Miami, Minnesota. Tyler, Cincinnati, New Orleans, and Bill, New England. Get you Pittsburgh. All right, guys, we will try live fill after this. We'll do until nobody's interested, or at least not 16 spots interested. Man, it's kind of a catch-22 for me tomorrow. NFL is on, but my son is playing fall league baseball, my oldest son in college. To trade, you know what? I don't think my backstock is low right now. I don't really have any Cowboy stuff to trade, I don't think. I'll have to check. I can't remember. I know there's some Cowboy helmets over there, but I try to keep double my series numbers, and right now I'm down. 6, 7, and 8. Going to be 198, 1155. We already established there is no 1155, but we've got 98. Hit it again. 76. 76 is over there. So 1198 and 76. Let me grab them. I'll remember to read the randoms this time too. $11.98, or just 98 and 76. All right, we got scorching Kansas City, Detroit, Seattle, and Tampa Bay. Dave, Arizona, Tennessee, San Fran, Houston, Washington, and Baltimore. Nathan, Vegas, Chicago. Elliot, Chargers, Jags. Zach, Indy, Carolina, Denver, and the Rams. Bill, Green Bay, Cleveland. Al, Philly, Dallas, Jets, and Giants. Brian, Falcons, Bills. Vlad, Miami, Minnesota. Tyler, Cincy, New Orleans. And Bill, New England and Pittsburgh. All right, guys, we're going to start it with box 76. Tell you what, we've been kind of on a headliner drought. None of my pictured helmets have popped the last couple weeks. We are freaking due. Well, not a picture. That's all right. It's cool. Houston, the Oilers. That's going to Tennessee, obviously. Not Houston, but it's the Houston Oilers. You know what I mean. Made that mistake last time. Dave. Earl. You know, there's an Earl in there. That's not him. Schwartz authenticated both ear. I love the Oilers helmets. Gosh, they're great. Not Warren. Robert Brazil, the Hall of Famer. Tennessee's the hardest team for me. You're welcome, Dave. It is so hard. I don't know who people chase from Tennessee. I really don't know Tennessee fans. I want Cam Ward. That's what I'm looking for. Trying to get some. We'll see. All right, box 98. Let's see what we got. The rookies this year are crazy price. It's way higher than last year's rookies. Half of these guys are priced like they're freaking Jaden Daniels from last year. Green Bay. It's a Packer. Packers were. Bill. Which Packer is this? This one, Beckett authenticated. Missing an earpiece, but I know where it's at. There's a Packer. I know the name. I'm trying to find out his information. Al knows who it is. That is Rashawn Gary. The defensive end, Rashawn Gary. Nice hit, Bill. Rashawn Gary and Robert Brazil. All right, guys, we can try us a live fill, see what we can do. I'm telling you. Ooh, my water bottle's in the way. Let me get it typed in. There it is. Oh, Johnny 5 was just early. Well, you about had me guessed on that one for sure. All right, Vlad. San Fran. Nathan. KC. Al late on San Fran. Dustin. Denver. Denver go. Good grief. There they are. Dustin, Denver. Dave. Washington. Bill late on KC. Craig. Pittsburgh. Oop, I lost it. Vlad, I had you with San Fran. Johnny 5. Chargers. Bill. New England. Dave. Arizona. Bill late on Denver. Nathan. Detroit. Brugman. Indy. Dave. Vegas. Al late on the Chargers. Bill late on Detroit and Washington. Brugman, Minnesota. Al, Dallas and Philly. Bring out the Macho Man. Scorching Buffalo. I might just do that. All right. Bill, Cincy for the close. Macho Man figure. I remember that time you said something about the Macho Man, and I had that figure under my desk. That was crazy. Oh, yeah. That was crazy. All right, let's pull some randoms. We'll try another one after this. Oh, I didn't pull his Cincy. All right, guys. Here we go. First up, we had Vlad, San Fran, the Jets. Nathan, NFL's coming tomorrow. Nathan, Kansas City, Carolina. Well, depending on the order of the pitching tomorrow. Dustin, Denver, Green Bay. I get to watch the football game from the stands at the Wilmington College baseball field. Dave, Washington, Seattle. And my son will get 2 innings. That's what they give everybody. Craig, Pittsburgh, and the Giants. Johnny 5, Chargers, Browns. Bill, New England, Rams. Dave, Arizona, Tampa Bay. I forget what. All right, Dave, Tampa Bay. Nathan, Detroit, Tennessee. Brugman, Indy, Atlanta. Dave, Vegas, Miami. How'd Miami slip through the cracks? Brugman, Minnesota, Baltimore. With the Packer beaters. Al, Dallas and Philly. Jags, Texans. Scorching, Buffalo, New Orleans. And Bill, you closed us up with Cincy, and you got the Bears. All right, we got Vlad, San Fran, and the Jets. Nathan, KC, Carolina. Dustin, Denver, Green Bay. Dave, Washington, Seattle. Craig, Pittsburgh, and the Giants. Johnny 5, Chargers, Browns. Bill, New England, and the Rams. Dave, Arizona, Tampa Bay. Nathan, Detroit, Tennessee. Brugman, Indy, Atlanta. Dave, Vegas, Miami. Brugman, Minnesota, Baltimore. Al, Dallas, Philly. Jacksonville, and Houston. Scorching, Buffalo, New Orleans. And Bill, Cincy, and Chicago. All right, let's get us a box. We go 8 times. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That would be a fun Saturday. 56 and 1190. Holy cow! My vision's getting bad. Got them both. 56 and 90. Let me grab them. I looked in my toy box. I couldn't find the Macho Man. Apparently, I've got Randy put somewhere else. I looked. Hold on a minute. Let me check over here. Let's just take a second. Oh, shit. Yeah, I don't know where I put him. I moved that toy box. I was sorting toys when the Macho Man was there. Make sure he's not in the bar. He's not under the bar. He's not under the bar. All right, 90 and 56. All right, box 90. Green Bay on the slate. Dustin. Packers slate. Going to Dustin. Both earpieces. JSA authenticated. Do a voice. Oh, yeah. I'm not much of a Macho Man. There he is. I believe that's a safety. I can't remember if it's Javon or Jawan. Bullard. The safety for the Packers. Nice hit, Dustin. Another youngin. Macho Man voice. I'll probably do a better Lanny Poffo. That is Bullard. Going to Dustin. All right, box 56. We will try one more after this. Next one will probably be the last one. I'll tell you what, if we don't get a picture headliner in this box or the next break, we'll do some type of giveaway. I'll do a giveaway. Those pictures have been hiding on us, boys. Ooh. Interesting. Stanford, the college helmet. Al says Vegas, because he probably knows who that is. Schwartz authenticated. Both earpieces. I love it. Not too many college helmets in there right now. That is Vegas. Vegas, baby. No Macho for your demise. Dave, getting the Jim Plunkett. I don't know what the giveaway will be, but if we don't get a picture guy next break. That is Heisman 1970 on the inscription. I've had that for a long time. I had a crazy idea one time to collect a whole bunch of Heisman winners, and I did it for a while, and I finally gave up. Couldn't get enough. All right, fellas, hold on just a second. There it is. Grab a spot if you want it. Don't send until we fill this one. Room's a little light right now. We'll see what we can do. Again, if we don't get a picture headliner, somebody I put a picture of on Facebook, we'll do a giveaway on this one. Oh, shit. The battery's going to... How is it going dead? It's plugged in. Hold on just a second. I got two of the same cord for my computer, and I plugged the one that's not plugged in. 40 Big Al's credit for not... I give away that Big Al's credit like I own the place. All right, we got Nathan. KC. Al. San Fran. Bill late on KC. Dave. Washington. Brugman. Denver. Blue. I keep looking for white. Denver. Oh, shoot. Now my freaking iPad's going dead. That cord is right here. All right, where were we? I've got Brugman with Denver. Set it out. Vlad late on KC. Dustin late on Denver. Craig, Pittsburgh. Al, Washington taken. Brugman, Indy. Dave, Arizona. I will have that Macho Man for next time. Bill late on Indy. Nathan, Detroit's there for you. I did find Classy Freddie Blassie, but it's just not the same. Al, the Chargers. I'll skip something. KC, San Fran, Washington, Denver, Pittsburgh, Indy. Got Arizona. Bill, New England. $40 big house credit. I love that. Bill, Cincy. Al, Dallas. It's crazy when it comes to, I guess we'll call them their headliners. I don't think there's bad helmets in there. I mean, clearly some aren't the same as others. Vlad, Miami. But there are nights where every helmet that comes out is a picture guy, and then we go like a couple weeks without it. It irritates me. Bill, Minnesota. That's spot 14. Dustin, Miami's gone, but you got Tampa Bay. All right, guys, one spot left. One spot left. Teams available. Buffalo, Philly, Vegas, Chicago, Houston, New Orleans. Jaguars. Jaguars got a Trevor Lawrence and a Brian Thomas. Baltimore. Baltimore does have a Derrick Henry. I forgot to take a picture of that. It's a pretty sweet helmet. It will count as a picture guy. Atlanta, Tennessee, Rams, Browns, Giants, Packers, Seahawks, and Panthers. All right, fellas, see a team you want there. Grab it. I'm going to go ahead and get our next box. This will probably end us for tonight. Vlad, the Giants. That closes it. I think this will be the last one. We'll call it after this. Again, if there's no picture headliner or giant name, I'll do a giveaway. I don't know what it is yet. I'll have to go look at some stuff. But 8 times, but we'll have something there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and number 8. 99.69. 99's there. 69's there. 99 and 69. I was arguing with a guy on Facebook. I do this too often about baseball rules. It's my nerd vice. I get it. And I told him it's kind of bad. But I told him his favorite rule was 69, which meant he could do something to himself. I laughed pretty hard. And then I immediately went to Facebook jail for a day. So, yeah. Got me in Facebook jail. I thought it was funny, but, whatever. All right, Nathan, Kansas City. Carolina. Al, San Francisco. New Orleans. The debate was over Rule 6.03, batters interference. It's pathetic, and I'm a nerd. Dave, Washington. Jacksonville, never been there. It was actually my first time. I felt like a nonviolent offender. I only got one day. Brugman, Denver. Chicago. Some people just can't take a joke. That's what I found about Facebook. Craig, Pittsburgh. Green Bay. Brugman, Indy. Philly. Dave, Arizona. Baltimore. Nathan, Detroit. The Rams. Al, the Chargers. Raiders. Bill, New England and Cincinnati. Tennessee and Atlanta. Al, Dallas. Houston. Vlad, Miami. Seattle. Phil, Minnesota. Buffalo. Oop, I didn't put the Jets in. I forgot to put the Jets in the bag. I'm going to put them in now. Dustin, Tampa Bay. And you did get the Jets. And Vlad, the Giants. Get you the Browns. 10 days clean. That's great. I don't know. Man, when it comes to language, I've got the language of a 1980s comedian with about half the humor. And I don't know. Some people just take it wrong. That could be Dustin's problem too. I don't know. George Carlin. I'll tell you what. I love George Carlin. I remember watching George Carlin when I was way too young to watch George Carlin. Eddie Murphy, same way. Eddie Murphy Raw. I watched it when I was young. 99 and 69. Let's get a good one here. Just got attacked by 4 boxes right in the freaking head. And that one's authentic. That's great. Love it. Okay. Got the boxes. Didn't find the Macho toy, but I'll tell you what. I used my head to prevent the boxes from hitting the ground very hard. And the one box, I'm going to tell you, it was an authentic. It hit good and hard. All right, guys. First up, box 69. Box 69, by the way, is the very last original box. When I did the small numbers up top, it's the last one that has survived. Kind of crazy. All right, I don't think I read them off. Nathan, KC, Carolina. Al, San Fran, New Orleans. Dave, Washington, Jacksonville. Brugman, Denver, Chicago. Craig, Pittsburgh, Green Bay. Brug, Indy, and Philly. Dave, Arizona, Baltimore. Nathan, Detroit, and the Rams. Al, Chargers, Raiders. Bill, New England, Cincy. Tennessee, Atlanta. Al, Dallas, and Houston. Vlad, Miami, Seattle. Bill, Minnesota, Buffalo. Dustin, Tampa Bay, and the Jets. And Vlad, Giants. Browns. All right, guys, here we go. Don't know where I put that Macho toy. That's kind of bothering me a little bit. I've had that since I was like 5 years old. Alan Watt. Box 69. Huh. I thought this one had come out. San Francisco. I truly thought that one had come out. Al. San Francisco on the Lunar. That is Radkey authenticated. Both earpieces are in. And there it is. Definitely for Big Al's credit. That is a picture, guys. I thought it came out before I went on vacation. There is another Steve Young in there. But that, the old lefty, Steve Young. Nice hit, Al. Steve Young on the 49ers breaking our picture streak. And welcome, Al. Nice hit. There is I know that Rave is in there. Pretty sure that was Steve Young. Box 99. Swear I thought Steve Young came out before vacation. God, that vacation screwed me up. It's been over a month. Nice hit. All right. I won't do a giveaway anyway. I'll find something to give away. I've got too many of the... Too long. I'll find something to give away. Everybody who was in this last break, I'll have a giveaway for you. The U. I think that's the last college helmet I've got in there. I knew there was two. And this one, little hint, it was part of my Heisman winner collection that I abandoned. Johnny Five says Kozar. Not Bernie. Wait, did this guy win a Heisman? I think he won a Heisman. I had him collected. Schwartz authenticated both earpieces. Did Vinny win a Heisman? Maybe I didn't have that. I've had this helmet for like 2 or 3 years. Did Vinny win a Heisman? Vinny won a Heisman, didn't he? Vinny going to the Jets. That's Dustin. Dustin gets the Vinny. Man, that's killing me. I can't remember if Vinny won a Heisman. I'm looking it up. I'm going to find a giveaway, guys. Hold on just a second. I don't know what I'm giving. I do. This is fitting. This is fitting. All right, guys. This is something I think he did. 86. Okay. Yeah. This is an older Steve Young autograph. I think it's good. The P's match up. Everything matches up. The thing is, I was going to send this off to JSA because I don't know who these. It's got a Victory and a GTSM authentication. I don't know who those are, so I wasn't going to use it in my series. I was going to send it off a long time ago. It's got some dust on it to JSA or Beckett and get it authenticated. That was my plan. I've never done it, so I'm going to use it for a giveaway for somebody that was in this break. I think I had Vinny set with my Heisman winners, and I was sure he won a Heisman, but something just made me think he didn't. All right, guys, if you're in that break, yeah, I love it. I really do. I've had it for a long time. I didn't know the authentications. What did I say? That was Victory and GTSM. I won't use those, so I was going to send it to JSA myself. I do think this is a good signature. I thought it was good when I got it. It is Hall of Fame. I can't read. Looks like 05, but I don't know that that's the right year. And Super Bowl 29 MVP. I thought GTSM was good too, but because they're not one of the big guys, I wasn't going to put it in the series. So I'm going to use it as a giveaway, guys. Somebody's going to get this. We didn't have picture headliner for, God, I want to say 15 boxes. 9 on the break is better. I ought to put a crayon on there, like make it a Breaking Brad. But I'm going to give this one away. All right, guys. Turning this bag away. Make sure nobody thinks I'm looking. I'm way over here. All right, winner. And out there under a new name. You think that guy's smart enough to come up with a new name? That's some credit. All right, guys. Here's the winner. It is, San Francisco. That's Al, isn't it? Al, you want a double young? I'll tell you what, when the luck's running thick, it's running thick. Are you sure? I hate to do that to you, but I'm not going to argue with you. Al, if you're sure, I don't want you to think you have to. I think everybody's happy for you when you win. Let me know if you. I don't think anybody hates to see you win, so just let me know. For sure we do. Okay. All right, so if Al wins again, we'll pull again. But Al's got that luck, you know. New Orleans. I don't think Al had New Orleans. New Orleans was. Okay, let's pull another one. Al, I swear. Al, if this one's you, then somebody upstairs wants you to have it. I didn't think you had New Orleans. That is freaking awesome. All right, Al, this is the last time I'm pulling. If it's you, it's you. You can use it as a giveaway. Tennessee. Is it possible? Bill! Bill, you got it. That was one away from an Al. Keep going. Bill, that's all yours. All right, Bill. Nice hit. All right, guys. Johnny Five says redo. All right, guys. Tonight we had Jamal Anderson, Rashid Shaheed, was it Rashawn Gary, Robert Brazil, Jim Plunkett, Jawan Bullard, Jawan or Javon? I don't remember. It doesn't matter. Vinny Testaverde, Steve Young, and we gave away the Steve Young helmet. Keep going till Brug wins. There you go. All right, guys. That's it for tonight. I appreciate it. Got some awesome stuff coming, hopefully by Monday, but I don't know if you've rough night. I'll tell you what, I had a double up at Al's on Tuesday, Monday, thought I was hot, so I thought Wednesday I'd nail it. I got a freaking migraine. It's the second one I've had in my life, and I missed the live fills and didn't win anything, so yeah. I feel your pain. All right, guys. I appreciate the fills. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. I will be back on Thursday. Everybody have a great week. Enjoy the NFL games tomorrow. I hope your team wins unless they're playing Pittsburgh. All right, guys. See you next time.